everybody, welcome to CresTV. We are talking marine again, we're talking boats. We have our partner over in Holland, Kevin van Den Brink from Waveformation. Kevin, thanks for coming back on and joining us. We're going to be kind of delving a bit deeper into what we're doing in the marine industry and talking about, again, how you would engage with a customer with their requirements. And I'd love to, again, I find this topic fascinating, but really kind of want to understand, when a client comes to you, you've been hired. Let's say I'm here, I've just hooked up my new 110, 120 meter mega yacht. I'm going to come to you and with a crazy list of requirements. I want it to be in my favorite football team's colors. I want it to have a big screen above my hot tub. How do you again establish those conversations with the customer? Where do you start with regards to the design, and where do you go next from me going, hey, I've got this boat, Kevin, help me out. I want audio everywhere, video everywhere, and some crazy stuff going on.
Carefully listening. That's where it all starts. So when there's a certain request, you first get to meet the owner's representative, and then you start to track the technical details, what an owner wants on his super yacht or mega yacht, and that's basically the thing that I start with. And eventually there's always a core design inside your head, and you work along that, and you try to get all the information needed to bring a personalized and customized system to the end client, which is the owner eventually. Right. And very important, is it a personal yacht, or does it also goes out and being a charter yacht?
So that's obviously then someone owns the yacht, and then different people come and use it throughout the year, and obviously you've got to get more of a generic style, I guess, that can meet everyone's requirements rather than being very personalized and specific to one key kind of family, I guess.
Exactly. And personalized is always like coming down to one streaming services. Right. Like, this is what I use. This is what I use at home, and this is what I want on my vessel as well. And with charter, you try to be as diverse as possible.
Right. You've got to capture all, keep everybody happy, and again be open to all of them. And is there, again, we're talking about both audio and video, obviously from a Crestron context here. I mean, is there a specific list? I mean, obviously you're going to listen and hear that, but then is there some specific questions you're then going to ask them to try and qualify this? Because I'm guessing, the owner of the yacht that you're talking to, or is speccing this out, they're not going to know the technology. They're just going to go, I want this, I want that, I want big telly, massive audio, surround sound everywhere. They're not going to know the nuances and the detail. Again, how do you then tease out from that, I want a big telly, I want audio in all my 6 bathrooms? How do you tease out what the questions you're then asking them to then kind of understand the actual requirement and how you're going to deliver that through the equipment?
Well, it really depends on the person itself, and especially, you don't see the owner that much, of course, and it's always being representative, and so you have to ask questions about it. So when they say like, "Hey, I want a big television," yeah, but can you please let me know what a big television is for you, or the end customer and the user of the system, because that's also very important. So because for some people a 65-inch LED screen will be big, but for some like a 150-inch screen might be big. Of course, that's a big question. But what kind of technology do you like, and what are the main when are you going to use the system? What do you like? What kind of technology do you like? And I can also say like, hey, I like all LED screens. For instance, I like a certain brand of loudspeakers, and sometimes I ask them like, "Hey, if you are in a concert, what type of position do you like to sit on? It's like in
Right.
front of stage,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or is it more at the back?" And
Ah.
this is a good question about well, I think it's a good question because you can eventually extract data from it, like, hey, he really likes to have a lot of bass or not.
Yeah.
He really likes to
You put
have
a massive
direct sound,
subwoofer in it, or we're going to
loud.
just put some nice, more classical, what's more detailed sound rather than shaking the room.
Yeah, and also the type of music is very important, because some types of music, and as I said in the first episode, I've been a mastering engineer for record labels. Some types of music required a different equalization pattern, like
Mm.
more bass or more high end, very dynamical and that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
yeah, nowadays, well, the war on loudness is going a little bit back, so it's becoming, music becomes a little bit more dynamic
Yep.
on all streaming services. So it will be a hard question in the future. So
I want to delve a little bit deeper. I mean, clearly, obviously, we're here to talk about some amazing Crestron marine solutions, and
yeah,
again,
of course, yeah.
there's some element. Again, we could talk about boats forever, but we were talking about audio, we're talking about speakers. Again, what are the speakers that you're generally using? What are the types of speakers? I guess you're going to have indoor and outdoor. I guess in certain
Yes.
parts of the boat, maybe they've got a lovely hot tub on the back. Maybe they want some sound. What are the considerations? What speakers are you using, and why are you using those specific speakers?
Well, it completely depends on, as you said, like, is it an exterior environment or an interior environment, and what are the requirements? And some requirements are saying like, hey, I really want a top-notch audio system, and some are like, yo, I really don't give a damn about it. I really want a system that sounds good.
Yeah.
And on these requests, yeah, of course, I require, I always or require, I always have in mind that the digital signal processor, the DSP,
Mm.
is the core of the audio system. And I'm always looking for loudspeakers with the right materials, which can provide you the full frequency audio experience. And so that's basically the base. And out of yeah, experience before, brands like Bowers and Wilkins, Kev, Sonans, also Crestron,
Saros.
yeah, exactly. These provide you the yeah, top-notch materials to work with, and that's basically the start of the system. And subwoofers that really needs to bang,
Mm.
need to be on the project as well, because as a starting point, it's that's that's the thing basically, Neil. It's like, if you have a good starting point with the right materials correctly installed,
Mm.
then the commissioning and afterwards the fine tuning of the system becomes really easy, because you can work your way out on, and you can really provide a customized solutions for uh, for every room and for every owner basically.
Yeah.
So that's the point: materials and engineering. So like, don't put a 20-watt amplifier on a big massive subwoofer, for
Yeah.
instance. That kind of stuff. No. You really need to have like a proper amplifier to give that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically yeah, the things you take care when designing an audio system on
And the
board. Yeah.
and these are harsh environments. Again, we were talking previously about the fact that this is not a boardroom, this is not someone's lounge at home. These are essentially mobile apartments. For these users, these customers to sell all around the world. And it's got to work. It's got to work in the harshest, coldest conditions if they want to go on a lovely tour around the Arctic and go and see some humpback whales and some dolphins, or it's got to work down in the Caribbean in the blistering hot sun. And it's got to
Yeah,
work every time. These people are flying out. Either they've chartered this vessel and gone out to go and live on it for a week, a month, or whatever, or it's their own personal kind of floating apartment, as I say. And it needs to work. It needs to be reliable, as you say.
exactly.
I wanted to pick you up on the personalization and the customization. Again, we're talking about DSPs. We're talking about obviously these great speakers. I am a B&W fan, by the way. I love B&W speakers. But again, how do you personalize it to the different spaces? Because again, we were talking earlier. This is not just one sound system that plays throughout the boat. This is specific rooms, specific environments, that are all going to be listening to different stuff. This is not just one person sitting at the back of their speedboat. This is have 15 or so cabins that are all wanting to listen to different things at different times, different volume levels and different types of music. Again, what do you do with regards to personalizing that around the solution?
Well, I try to give the listener like the cleanest possible way of listening to their audio. So what I will do is, first of all, I need a delay compensation on like almost every channel. High pass filtering, maybe a crossover, to get the adjustment of the subwoofer and the ceiling loudspeakers, because that's the world we're living in mostly, to give it the right touch and the right filtering to the channel. And of course, yeah, that's yeah. As I say, when what I always want to say is like, hey, I adjust the equalization of a room, and I created what I like.
Mm-hmm.
But please, if it's not any of your wishes,
We
please let me
can
know.
tune it and tweak it. It's interesting when
Exactly.
you again. I was playing. I got some new a new headset for my phone. There's this thing now that you can tune for different ages and different hearing now. Okay, so
Yeah.
as we all get older, our hearing gets worse, and again, you don't hear so many frequencies. So I guess again, certain owners, if they're more senior in years, may have different listening styles or again requirements around that. So yeah, tuning it and making it personalized is something that's really important.
Yes, exactly. And also, sometimes I'm just creating like a very neutral sounding,
Mm,
but and when it plays loud, it should be neutral sounding. And when I need to adjust it, to be honest, I never boost frequencies, or
right.
sometimes I boost frequencies, but I'm the more type of guy that reduce like the parametric EQ. So what I do, I decrease it instead of increasing the value on a certain frequency band.
Mm,
Um, and eventually, when they say like, I don't like the sound for some sort of reason, I can easily go like, all right, this is this band that I need to increase a little bit to get that experience, that customized, yeah, experience for the listener. So yeah, that's that's it. Yeah, it's a personalized solution, and
absolutely.
you need equipment for that and good materials. So
Well,
that's the
it's,
starting point.
talking of good equipment, we kind of haven't covered this up. You obviously work with loads of different vendors out there in the marketplace when you're putting these, and it's got to be the best. But why do you work with us here at Crestron? What do you like so much about the Crestron product? And again, why are you specing that to your customers? What do we bring that means that you're confident and comfortable putting our products onto these boats and these yachts?
For me, the reliability,
Right.
and the reliability in the control system, and also the integration with certain Crestron products. I think that works very nicely. Works very nicely together. So you have the NVX, for instance, which is now also from like firmware version number 5.1 up. You have this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You have this NIX support, and yeah, basically with the NIX support, you can you can send out and route audio from an endpoint, which can be like a cabin, towards the DSP system, and then it becomes an audio source within the DSP system. And yeah, the integration is very good, I have to say. I never had issues so far with that. And yeah, that's what I really like, and why I do specify it, because for me, I didn't see that much in other products.
Fantastic.
And that's basically yeah, what I really like, and of course the video quality of NVX, which is very, very, very good.
Fantastic.
So,
well, we appreciate your support and appreciate your partnership. It's been great, obviously, working with you on some of these amazing projects, and we obviously look forward to working with you on a load more. Again, it's for everyone watching, we're being very vague here, but Kevin is like super NDA'd up with a lot of these customers. He can't talk about any details. As soon as I press record, we have to go completely generic. There's some amazing, fascinating stuff that we here at Crestron and Kevin have worked on together, but unfortunately, you won't know about it. But again, it is amazing stuff, and Kevin is like the super secret guy here. So.
Yeah, sorry for that, guys.
No, it's all good.
It's yeah, what I always say, your word is safe with me.
Exactly.
And the reliability also for these kind of secrets are safe to me. So that and safe with me.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I.
You're the yachting secret service. I love this.
The A team.
The A team. We said this last time. Now let's wrap up on that. So if you are interested in learning more about both Crestron Marine Industry, obviously you can go to Crestron website, find more about our marine portfolio. But Kevin is one of our great partners at Waveformation. He is there to help you if you are either if you want to buy a boat and spec it out, or if you have a customer looking to deploy a boat. Kevin is there. Now, Kevin is like the A team. If you can find him and you need him, tracking out. Kevin, where can people hook up with you and talk to you more about this amazing topic?
Yes, well, as said before, I don't have a website. I'm a very boutique company, and if you want to hook up with me, go to LinkedIn, type in my name. You see underneath my camera feed, and you see a guy who is sitting in front of his mixing desk. That's me.
That's you.
And in the studio, and please send me a message, and I will be happy to help you in and on your project. So.
Very cool. Kevin, thank you ever so much for joining us again. I'm fascinated. I can't wait. I love to come up and see some of this stuff and join the Secret Service for a day and not talk about it. So we should hook that up.
Thanks for having me.
Lovely. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, the marine part and the marine division of Crestron, some fascinating stuff going on there and some amazing projects that we can't talk about. So yeah, hopefully we teased you and interest you enough about what we do. If you are interested in our marine portfolio, if you are maybe a shipbuilder and you're interested in this, hook us up at crestron.com, go to the marine section, look at all that stuff. We have a complete team that looks after marine. We're at the Monaco Yacht Show and all of the other large yacht shows throughout the world, and check out some of these great solutions that Kevin has been talking about. Hook up with Kevin, find him on LinkedIn and hook up with him, and ring the bell, hit subscribe, join us on CresTV. We do this every Thursday. Where have you been? We will catch you on the next one, where who knows what we'll be talking about next time.